If you knew with absolute certainty that today's sunset was the last you would ever see, how would you spend your final hours? If everything you thought was stable, your job, your relationships, your health could change overnight, how would you prepare your mind? And if true happiness wasn't in the car you drive or the house you own, would you have the courage to stop and look for it in the only place it truly exists? Inside yourself. Welcome back. Today, we're not just talking about philosophy, we're embarking on a journey. A journey through 10 life-changing reminders left by the great Stoic philosophers' 10 compass points to help us live with more courage, peace, and fulfillment. And a special note, make sure you watch until the end, because I have a gift for you, a free ebook, the Stoic Handbook. So you can carry these teachings with you every single day. Now let's begin. Principle 1. This could be your last day. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the world at the time, reminded himself every morning, you could leave life right now, but that determine what you do and say and think. It's a terrifying thought, but it's also incredibly liberating. I once read a heartbreaking story about a man in New York. One morning, he kissed his 5-year-old daughter goodbye, promising he'd be home early for dinner and a bedtime story. But a drunk driver ended that promise forever. His daughter would never hear her father's voice again. That story haunts me not because of the death, but because of the words left unsaid, the promises unfulfilled. It's a stark reminder. Don't postpone love. If you need to say thank you, say it now. If you need to apologize, don't wait for tomorrow. If you love someone, let them know today. Your exercise for tonight. Before you go to sleep, think of one person who means the world to you. Send them a simple text. Just thinking of you. Hey, grateful to have you in my life. Principle 2. I only control myself. The dichotomy of control. Epictetus, a philosopher who was born a slave, taught us the most fundamental lesson of Stoicism. Some things are in our control and others not. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. You can't control the red light. Can't force the cars ahead to move. Honking and fuming only makes your own heart race and your blood pressure spike. What can you control? You can put on your favorite playlist, listen to a podcast, or simply take a deep breath and accept the moment for what it is. Life is the same. You can't control whether your boss recognizes your hard work, but you can control the quality of the work you deliver. You can't force someone to love you, but you can choose to be a loving person and to respect yourself. Focus on your circle of control, and you will find power and peace. Principle 3. Difficulty is training for the soul. The philosopher Seneca wrote, difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. No one gets strong in an easy environment. We all know the story of Michael Jordan, but did you know he was cut from his high school varsity team? Coach said he wasn't tall enough, wasn't good enough. Many would have quit. Not Jordan. He went home, taped the name of the player who made the team over him to his mirror, and turned every single morning into a grueling practice session. The pain of rejection became his fuel. That failure wasn't his end point. It was his launching point. The next time you face a challenge, a failed project, a harsh rejection, pause and ask yourself this mantra. What virtue is this trying to train in me? Patience, courage, humility. See adversity as a personal trainer for your soul. Principle 4. Other people's opinions are not my reality. Marcus Aurelius gives us an unshakable shield. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Taylor Swift is a perfect modern example. There were times the entire media world seemed to turn on her, calling her fake and calculating. If she had believed them, we might have been robbed of her greatest work. Instead, she chose to trust her own value and her own art, not the noise of external judgment. When you place your self-worth in the hands of others, you give them the power to break you. Be the final judge of your own value. Principle 5. I am going to die. Memento Mori, revisited. Sounds morbid, but this is one of the most powerful motivators. Seneca said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." When you truly internalize that your time is finite, you start seeing life through a different lens. You stop wasting hours on mindless scrolling. You start saying no to draining obligations. Make time for the people who truly matter. Learn the skills you've always dreamed of, and live a life free of regret. Awareness of death is the most powerful catalyst for truly living. Principle 6. True happiness comes from within, Epictetus stated. Freedom and happiness are won by a clear understanding of this principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. Happiness is an inside job. Studies have shown that many lottery winners who win hundreds of millions of dollars end up broke, and even more miserable just a few years later. Why? Because money can buy comfort, but it can't buy peace of mind. True happiness is a treasure you find in the smallest things. The smell of coffee in the morning, the warmth of the sun on your skin, a deep conversation with a good friend, or simply the quiet stillness at the end of a long day. Don't chase happiness, create it. Principle 7. Everything is temporary, impermanence. Marcus Aurelius contemplated, observed the constant flow of events. Everything is in a state of change. Everything is in a state of flux. Your greatest joys will pass. Your deepest sorrows will fade. The job you have now, the place you live, even the people you love, it's all temporary. Understanding this isn't meant to be pessimistic. It's meant to inspire appreciation. It's because the cherry blossoms only last for a few weeks that people flock to see them. When you are happy, savor it completely. When you are in pain, remember the ancient wisdom. This too shall pass. The impermanence of everything teaches us gratitude for the present and the grace to let go. Principle 8. Gratitude is the ultimate supplement, Seneca believed. No one can live happily who has regard to himself alone and transforms everything into a question of his own utility. Gratitude points us outward. A U.S. veteran who returned from Afghanistan, where he witnessed unspeakable horrors, once said, "Every morning I wake up and hear birds singing instead of bombs exploding. To me, that's a miracle." So often forget the miracles we're living. The health to breathe, the eyes to see, a roof over our heads. Try this. Every night, write down 3 things you were grateful for that day. You will slowly train your brain to focus on what you have instead of what you lack. Principle 9. There is always room to improve. Caution, Epictetus advised. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. When asked about it, he didn't say he failed. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work." Every day aim to be just 1% better than you were yesterday. Read 5 more pages. Walk for 10 more minutes. Be a little more patient in an argument. These tiny improvements, compounded over time, create a massive transformation. Aim for progress, not perfection. Principle 10. Live by a compass, not a clock or a feeling. Finally, Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Emotions are like the weather, they come and go. A flash of anger can make you a terrible decision. A wave of fear can make you miss the opportunity of a lifetime. Living by Stoic principles is like being a ship's captain with a compass. No matter how rough the sea or how loud the storm, the captain always knows which way is north. These principles are your inner compass, keeping you on course even when your mind is a raging ocean. These 10 principles aren't rigid rules to be carved in stone. They are living tools, whispers of wisdom to carry with you, helping you build an unshakable inner citadel. So you can face the storms of life not with fear, but with courage and a tranquil mind. If you found value in this, please hit the like button to spread the message, subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell so you don't miss our next journey of self-discovery. Thank you for staying with me until the end. As promised, I have a gift for you. To get your free copy of the ebook, The Stoic Handbook, just click the link in the description below. I've compiled the core lessons so you can have them for daily reflection. Download it, read it, and let it be your companion on this journey. And finally, I want you to remember this. Tomorrow is promised to no one. Don't wait. Start living a life of purpose.